Today I'll go for the next part of electrochemistry, and here I want to discuss about the commercial cell. So here I'll go for the commercial cell. So what are the first criteria of the commercial cells? The first criteria of the commercial cell is that number 1, it should be compact. Number 2, it should be safe to use. And number 3, the voltage should not be drop suddenly when it start to work. So if they obey all the criteria, then we can say those type of cell can be used as commercial cell. And when we are telling about this commercial cell, the commercial cells are generally the sources of electrical energy, because in commercial cells we can generate the electricity. So depending upon the production of electricity with respect to its charge, discharge, the commercial cells are generally divided into 3 parts. So one is called primary cell, another is your secondary cell, and another is your fuel cell. So the primary cell itself is a non-rechargeable cell. Those type of cells are non-rechargeable. And the secondary cells are the rechargeable cell. Secondary cells are rechargeable cell. What is the meaning of non-rechargeable cell? If I will take a cell from which I can produce the electricity, but after production of electricity its cell potential value start to decreases, but I cannot again recharge it, then we can say this is the non-rechargeable cell. For example, let's say you are taking a dry cell, you are putting inside the torch, and when the function of the cell will be over, then I cannot recharge it again. So those type of cells are non-rechargeable because we cannot recharge it again for another use. And in that type of cell, here only the chemical energy is converted to electrical energy, so it is always act as an electrochemical cell. So this type of cells are always act as an electrochemical cell. Next is the rechargeable cell. Those type of cells can be reused again, because those type of cell after the discharge we can recharge it again. For example, let's say you are telling about the mobile battery. The mobile battery itself is a rechargeable cell, because when we are using mobile, under that condition the cell consists of chemical energy which is converted to electrical energy, and it is transferred into different form of mechanical energy. And under that condition the battery voltage start to decreases, means that the cell start to discharge. Under that condition it acts as an electrochemical cell. So during the discharging it acts as an electrochemical cell, and when it becomes discharged, again we are putting it in the outward sources of current to make it recharge. Under that condition it acts as an electrolytic cell. So the rechargeable cells during the discharging it acts as an electrochemical cell. It acts as an electrochemical cell, and during the recharging it acts as an electrolytic cell. So it acts as an electrolytic cell. So here today I will go for discuss about the primary cell. So here in the case of primary cell, let's say I will go for the first is your dry cell. So this is, let's say here this is one of the zinc cylinder type. This is a zinc cylinder. and at the middle of it we are putting one of the carbon rod, and it is surrounded by a paste of manganese dioxide and the carbon. So here it is a paste of manganese dioxide plus carbon, and here we are taking a mixture of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride, paste of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride. Now this zinc cylinder is covered with one of the insulated substances, and here this zinc cylinder, when it is connected to, let's say it is connected to a wall with the carbon rod, zinc cylinder is connected with carbon rod through the help of a bulb, then we can produce the electricity, and from this electricity we can generate the light energy. So here this chemical energy is converted to electrical energy. So I want to tell about how the electricity is produced from this chemical reaction. We are taking, this is your zinc container and this is the carbon rod. So here the zinc container itself acts as an anode. So this zinc container itself acts as an anode, and the carbon rod itself acts as a cathode. As already I told, this dry cell is a primary cell, so it acts as an electrochemical cell. So in the electrochemical cell, the anode is negative. So here the zinc electrode is negative and the cathode is positive, so carbon rod is positive. So this is negative. Why it is negative? And this carbon rod is positive. Why it is positive? Because carbon rod is cathode, so it acts as a positive, and the zinc rod is an anode, it acts as a negative. Because in the electrochemical cell, anode is negative and cathode is positive. How is it? In the first class of electrochemical, already I have explained. So now what will happen? When I will connect it through the help of induction coil, as the oxidation potential of zinc is more, so it start to oxidize. So at anode the oxidation reaction take place. So it start to oxidize. So at anode the oxidation reaction take place. So Zn is converted to Zn2 plus, and it releases 2 electron, and this electron start to flow through the induction coil. And at that time the cathode is the carbon rod, and this is the inert electron, because the carbon rod itself do not undergoes any reduction reaction. It helps for the reduction reaction. So this carbon rod is act as an inert electrode. On the surface of carbon rod, the manganese dioxide start to undergo reduction. When it accepts the electron released from the zinc electrode or zinc cylinder. Now what will happen? The carbon receives the electron and it is migrated to the manganese dioxide. Now the manganese dioxide, MnO2, react with ammonium, and where this ammonium is coming? This ammonium is coming from the ammonium chloride. React with ammonium by taking the electron and is converted to Mn2O3. It is converted to Mn2O3 with release of release ammonia gas, with release of ammonia gas and water, with release of ammonia gas and water. So if I want to balance it, then this can be balanced. Here manganese is 2 and the oxygen is 3. So if I want to balance it, it becomes 2, oxygen is 3. So if we will write here 2, then manganese 2, oxygen 4 balanced. Then nitrogen and hydrogen is not balanced. So I will multiply here 2. This is 2. I think hydrogen is balanced. This is 6 plus 2, 8. 6 plus 2, 8. Nitrogen is balanced. So it is converted to Mn2O3 plus 2NH3 plus H2. Now we will balance the charge. The charge here is plus 2. So I will add the 2 electron. So this is the balance reaction. So what is the net reaction we are getting? The net reaction we are getting is your 2 electron will be cancelled. So the Zn plus 2MnO2 plus 2NH4 plus is converted to Mn2O3 plus 2NH3. This is a gas plus water. 2NH3 plus water. So it is converted to Mn2O3 plus 2NH3 plus water. Now here, what is the manganese oxidation number? The manganese oxidation number here is plus 4. And here, what is the manganese oxidation number? Here the manganese oxidation number is plus 3, because oxygen is minus 2, 3 are there, so it becomes minus 6. So 2 manganese having the plus 6, so 1 manganese is the plus 3. So manganese from plus 4 is converted to plus 3. So this is the reduction reaction. Now that indicates that electron flow from zinc electrode accepted by the carbon rod and reduce the manganese oxide to Mn2O3. Under that condition, the flow of electron generated the electricity, and due to this reason, it start to, the bulb can give the light energy. Now during this process, what will be the what can be happened? Now look at here, the zinc start to oxidize. So when zinc start to oxidize, that indicates that the zinc metal start to reduce. Zinc metal start to reduce means I am telling that the zinc metal start to loses its mass. So when the zinc metal start to loses its mass, then automatic what will happen? Some of the chemicals which is present inside the battery can be moved outside, and that can damage to the instrument. And for that reason, it is coated with one of the insulated metal which is non-reactive to the chemical reaction. And here the ammonia gas is released, and this ammonia gas which is released, and plus it releases the Zn2 plus also, and with it Mn2O3 it releases also Zn2 plus. So this ammonia gas which is released, it start to react with Zn2 plus. So this ammonia gas react with the Zn2 plus and will be converted into a complex of zinc, that is ZnNH3 whole to 2 plus. It form a complex of zinc and it becomes white in color, and it will be remain inside the battery. And for that reason, the ammonia gas is unable to escape out, or ammonia gas is not unable to escape. And for that reason, here in the case of dry cell, the ammonia gas is present inside the battery as in the form of complex, and to protect the chemicals move outside, it is coated with one of the insulated metal or insulated cover which is totally non-reactive to the chemicals which is present inside it. And this is the dry cell function. And what is the cell potential value of dry cell? The cell potential value of dry cell is approximately 1.5 voltage. So this is about your dry cell. Next, another type of cell we are using, that is the mercury cell. So I will tell about the mercury cell here. The cell potential of mercury cell is approximately 1.35 volts, and generally we are using this mercury cell in calculator, in some of the toys, and this mercury cell can be also called as bottom cell because it is very small in size. And the mercury cell consists of again a zinc cylinder, and its inner layer is coated with one of the porous line which is totally non-reactive to the chemicals which is present inside it. Again, at the center we are using a carbon rod. Here we are using a carbon rod, and here we are using a paste of aqueous KOH solution. We are using a paste of aqueous KOH solution, and when we want to connect it through the help of induction coil, it can generate the electricity. And the cell potential value of it is approximately 1.35 volts. So how it function? So here again it is a zinc cylinder. This is the carbon rod. This is act as anode, and it is your negative charge. and this is act as cathode, and it is your positive charge. So how it functions? So first of all, when this aqueous KOH is there, this KOH, when it will be ionized, this is the aqueous KOH, so water is also there, so it ionized, it gives K plus and OH minus. Now the zinc start to react with the OH minus. So this zinc start to react with the OH minus and will be converted to zinc hydroxide. It is converted to zinc hydroxide. So it will balance, it becomes 2 electrons. So here the zinc oxidation number is 0 and here the zinc oxidation number is +2. So that indicates that zinc undergoes oxidation and act as an anode, and here the zinc is anode. And this is a porous line, and inside it we are putting the chemical. Now at the cathode, what will happen? Again the cathode itself is a carbon rod, but it is inert. It do not undergoes any reduction, help for the reduction. We are taking here inside it aqueous KOH, plus with it we are also using the mercuric oxide. We are using the mercuric oxide also. Now what will happen? This mercuric oxide react with the water which is present inside the chemical and will be converted to mercury with release of OH minus. So here mercury oxidation number is +2 and here mercury oxidation number is 0. So here mercury undergoes reduction, and if I am to balance it, oxygen is 2, so here I will write 2, hydrogen is 2, hydrogen is 2, balance. So here we will add the 2 electron. So that indicates that here the mercury undergoes reduction due to the flow of electron from zinc to carbon rod. So what will be the net cell reaction for it? 2 electron will be cancelled. 2OH minus will be cancelled. So here zinc is react with mercuric oxide in the aqueous medium and will be converted to zinc hydroxide plus mercury. So this is the net cell reaction taking place when the mercury cells start to function. But this type of cell is not environmental friendly because the mercury which is released is highly poisonous and also may causes the tumor. The main cause of the tumor is the mercury, and due to this reason nowadays we want to reduce the use of mercury cell. So this is all about your primary cell. So on the next class I will tell about the secondary cell.